It's me, Peter Pan. That's a blooper. Take two. It's me, Mikey Pipes, and Peter Pan. Welcome back to another fresh and exciting episode of Mikey Pipes and the Pipe Doctor. We got a good one for you here. A little background. Over 7 years ago, another large plumbing and HVAC contractor condemned this boiler during a routine annual visit, tune-up. Said it was leaking water from the heat exchanger and it needed to be replaced immediately. So immediate that they already had scheduled their quote-unquote salesman, aka comfort advisor, to come out to the house that day and propose a price to replace it as an emergency replacement. It had to be replaced immediately. Smart homeowner decided to get a second opinion and another estimate. Actually, not a second opinion, but another estimate, and not just jump at what they were giving her, because even though she's used them for years, she wanted to get another price. So we've been doing some plumbing work for her. I went over there, and this is over 7 years ago, by the way. I went over there, and I said, ma'am, why are we replacing this boiler? I was like, well, it's leaking water. I'm like, really? Like, where? I'm like, the floor's dry. The boiler's running. It's at temperature. You're heating the house. Leaking water? He's like, yeah, well, this company came out. I've been using them for a decade. And they said, no, it's leaking water. You know, they took pictures and they showed it. Look, there's the water. So I took some covers off and nothing. Everything was dry. And for the next 7.5 years, we've been doing any service and maintenance on this Peerless, slightly oversized gas boiler. So here we're going to this service call. Now it's leaking water.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go over with the customer what I see and what I can do, what I can offer. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you get it done. Stay tuned. Make sure you watch to the end. It's kind of long, but you're not going to want to miss it. Let's get going. Right? Content is good for the soul. Boiler leaking water. Let's go see what's going on. Hi.
Oh yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boiler's leaking water?
Yeah.
Let's go see.
Yeah.
Hi, puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big watch.
Good for you. How's your new year so far? Good?
Good. How about you?
No complaints. No complaints. How's business? Staying busy?
Yeah. Yeah. In the
Excellent.
city, you know, it's coming alive.
Nice.
Yeah.
You need that, you know?
Yes.
Gotta have the trades working. Not the relief valve, huh?
Huh?
I said it's not coming from the relief valve. Maybe it's coming from your water heater. Yeah, she's fucked. That sucks. Well, there's one thing we have to admit. But I got you how many more years out of it?
You did.
5 years? 6 years?
did. Yes, you
They
did.
told you, Universe told you like 6 years ago. And that's how I know your wife, because she didn't believe them.
Right.
But that was like 6 years. I can look it up, actually. I want to look it up. Standard atmospheric boiler again, like this, cast iron, or are you looking for something different?
I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm at your.
Okay. So let's just see if I can get. Let's call, because I know I can get high efficiency boilers, but I need to know if I can get a Weil clean for you. Okay. So let me tell you about what you can put in.
Mm-hmm.
You have a hot water heating boiler, what we call a hydronic boiler. It is considered an atmospheric burning, which means it's standard efficiency. It uses a chimney that gives you roughly around 80+% efficient. So every dollar that this machine burns, 80 cents heats the house, approximately. Give or take, plus or minus, 4 or 5%. Traditional boilers now, like you have here now, are considered 85% efficient. They're cast iron boilers that sit on the floor that weigh like 300-400 pounds each. So we could put back in an atmospheric burning boiler, like you have here now, and redo the piping to that will accommodate the boiler, because the boiler piping is different. And that's option number one. Option number two is if you needed space as the primary concern, or if you wanted to be energy efficient and burn a lot less fuel, we can put a boiler that hangs on the wall that does heating and hot water in one box. Mm-hmm. The pros to that is it's green. It uses a lot less fuel to burn, mm-hmm. and you will have cheaper energy bills. The negative to that is that it has to have annual maintenance, which is costly. Right. Either you could do it yourself if you quite handy. I know you do sheetrock and plaster, but you have to what we call descale the system. Okay. And there's a pump and the chemicals that you use, and if you do it yourself, you'll save yourself a big expense. If you don't do it yourself, well, there goes all your energy savings out the window. Right. So those are the two options you can have. The cast iron boiler, we would take this boiler out in its entirety. We have to make sure you have a chimney liner, because new boilers have to have a chimney liner, stainless steel liner in there. If you don't, we'll recommend a chimney company to you. Okay. If you do, perfect, great. Right. We rip out all the near boiler piping, all the components. Your system is set up with electronic zone valves. Right. I've never installed a boiler with zone valves. I'm not a fan of them. Right. And the reason for that is if this one circulator dies, mm-hmm. you have no heat in the whole entire house. Right. So I zone with circulators. It's just a much better job. It's better control, better flow, and the circulators that I use are much more energy efficient than the ones you have here now. Right. If we go with a wall hung boiler, the water heater comes out, the boiler comes out. We put in a liner. It's part of the job. We put a liner down your chimney, mm-hmm. and we also have to grab air from outside for combustion. So we'll run a pipe from outside across the basement ceiling to the boiler, and now it'll be a completely sealed combustion unit. Hangs on the wall, it's whisper quiet, and you'll get back all this valuable real estate space if that's a necessity.
That's
the boiler's in stock.
Oh, it is good.
The only thing she's dripping. The only thing that I have to get are. Bingo! She's a liner. Sweet. She couldn't hold back anymore. She's a leaker, mama. She's a leaker. So dead ass true story. Mm-hmm. You saw the date. It was November 24th, 2014. Mm-hmm. I was here because Universe, which is based on Long Island, they have a multi-million-dollar annual, advertising budget. Well, one of their technicians came here for a tune-up because they've been doing that every year for several years, and they condemned the boiler saying it's leaking water. I've been servicing this customer for plumbing. They have a cabana in their backyard that's used for the pool. They have a bathroom in there, have a shower, all that good stuff, a little kitchen. So every year I shut down the cabana and then, winterize it, and then I, restore service in the spring. So she called up and said, Mike, I think I need a new boiler. Can you come give me an estimate? Because, this other company was here. So I went over there and I told her point blank, you don't need a boiler. The boiler's fine. There's nothing leaking on it. You have a little bit of rust marks inside the boiler, but it appears to be just superficial. Nothing, maybe something was dripping above, maybe an automatic air vent. Sure enough, the automatic air vent was leaking, and have a nice day. And I've been doing a tune-up once a year, for the past 7 years. Yeah. But now I finally gave up. But 7 years they got out of this boiler. 7 years.
Workhorse.
The wildebeest. Not like that's a was that Peerless or New Yorker?
I didn't see.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
Hold on, I forgot. But nonetheless, Thursday we'll be here with the Will McLean CGA4, appropriately sized for the house. All right, guys. I know some of you out there will put in that boiler sealer in there. No bueno. No bueno. All right, let's get going. Off to the next one. Peter, when you see that coming out of their chimney, they need a new boiler. All right, let's go Bosch. Let's take out this Peerless step by step. First thing I'm gonna do, turn off the gas. Turn off the water. I remove the flue pipe, sitting over there. We're going to mark out the zones. This is main return. coming up there. Then return. Basement. Then main basement. We're taking out zone valves, putting in circulators. All right, boiler's drained. We marked all of the supply piping. Got residual water. We have buckets ready. Always have buckets ready. There's our return. And I'm starting to take out all the screws for the jacket of this Peerless boiler because I want to see the defective heat exchanger. I want to take this apart. But primarily because we're not busting our asses taking this thing out in one piece. I'm sorry. We're just grossly oversized boilers coming out in sections. 6 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grossly oversized too. Look at that. We're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. But we got them 7 additional years after Universe condemned it. Crazy. So Mike says, I want the shot from the other side. I don't want to see this side. I don't want to see that. I want to see the other side. Oh! Oh, Lord. Wow.
Split the rod and all.
Wow. That's what happened. Oh, look, it rusted through the rod. And that's why it started leaking. Well, it was leaking anyway, but... Damn. Damn. Well, you know what? It's going to be easy to take out. Let's split the sections. We'll give it to Peter Pan. Peter Pan, go get the tree wedge.
Where's that? Oh, is that the...
The wedge?
Like
You know that steel wedge that you can split like lumber with, timber with?
the crowbar looking one?
It looks like a V.
Yeah.
You know, it's next to the Black Abyss. It's a big brick thing, but you also need a little mini sledgehammer too. Wow. Yeah, we're not gonna bust ourselves and kill ourselves taking this out in one piece. We're gonna bust it up in sections and let Peter Pan take it out. Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I give you specific instruction with detail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see it here. What is this? What is this called?
Crowbar?
Okay. If I wanted a crowbar, I'd have asked for a crowbar. But instead, I asked for that splitter looking thing. It looks like a V, and it's heavy, right? Does that look like a V to you? No.
A chalking block. You know the little blocks they put under the doors to keep the doors open?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Okay.
Let me show you. Well, I beat you in the head with this. Let's show Peter Pan. Peter Pan, where was the crowbar? The Black Abyss, which is this thing. I got too much in this abyss, by the way. Peter Pan, does this look like a V to you?
Yes.
Right? Oh, you saw the look on his face like death was approaching. Peter Pan.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some instruction.
Yep.
Right? And my second plumbing boss was a nut job. By the way, plumbing bosses in general are effing lunatics. Right? But what he would always say is, it's all about the leverage. It's all about the leverage. Show me why you're doing that again. Okay. No. Your hand was not there. Your hand was there. Yeah. Now you don't have an 18. Now you don't have an 18-inch wrench. Now you have like an 8-inch wrench. Sure, yeah. Right? The further out you are in that arm, the more leverage you have. Okay? There you go. Smart. Now you have an 18-inch wrench and not an 8-inch wrench. Oh, it's just epic. I can't believe I got this on video. That is effing epic. I was waiting. I told Peter. I told Peter to hold back, right? Because he's moving the whole boiler when he's trying to tighten up this 3-zone header, right? And you got the wrench on the same pipe you're holding back on, bro. Come on. Oh, I know you're a little slow and special needs, but come on, man. You got your both pipe wrenches on the same piece of pipe. Did it move? Did it move? No, it moved him. Peter. Come on, Peter. Come on, bro. Okay, dude. Here. Here. Alright. Here. Peter, come on, Peter. What are you doing? Oh.
You're saying do it this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, poor Peter. Wow. But use the leverage. You're not using leverage, Peter. You're not using leverage. You're still not using leverage, right? You have opposing forces there, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this is down more, right? Bring that all the way down, right? More. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now try tightening. Isn't that so much easier?
That's true.
I have the patience of a saint. Stop. Okay. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay? You have to really learn that. Now I just gave the wrenches just, to show you, that you need, it's all about the leverage, but you're loosening the pipe. So put no. You're right. Okay? And just for future reference, that you always hold back with the larger wrench.
Oh, okay.
So matter of fact, do it right now. Take the 24, put the 24 on the 1.25 by 3/4 heel T. All right. 24 pipe wrench goes on there. All right. And now, okay. Now your other 18-inch wrench will go on the header. All right.
So to the right, we're going this way.
No, but Peter, no. That's the same look. Yeah.
Tightening?
Yeah.
No, I was doing that.
Oh yeah,
before.
sorry, you were right. But that wrench is the wrong way.
Oh, you want that upside down?
Well, I don't want it
you
upside
want
down.
it
You want it
upside
upside down.
Oh, okay.
And do yourself a favor. Okay, here you go. Try it. Go ahead. See?
Nice.
The closer you keep those wrenches together, the less deflection you're going to get. They'll turn a little easier.
Okay.
You won't try turning that elbow.
Okay. Is it tight?
It could be tighter.
Well, see? Try to bring the wrenches a little bit closer together. Okay. And point that up. The three outlets. Point it up.
You can do it!
You can do it!
I gotta tighten this T.
Oh yeah, get that one. Look, he's turning red. And he's schwitzing like a mom's. Look at that. Look at that. He's sweating and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Or is it? No, it's 8:45, 50.
You bring this up more.
I think we're gonna be here all day. And now you gotta tighten up the 18-inch. You could have used the 24 instead. It was already set for that size. But now you work harder. A little bit more. Come on, get it. Get that money. Get it.
Is that straight?
No, it's not straight. Oh, Peter. Come on, Peter. Peter. Oh, Peter. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, a little bit more. See here more. A little bit more. Come on, you're not doing it. A little bit more. Come on. Okay. I'll bring it back up. Damn, move the whole boil and everything.
Peter.
Watch the water line, Peter.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Peter.
Come up a little more.
You need a level to know how exactly level, okay?
Yeah, I'll go grab
Very
it.
good. All right. 912. There is my return side of the boiler. Yes, these are gas cocks, but they're marked WOG, so I'm purposing them as 1-inch IPS ball valves to isolate the returns. I got a split return here, which is cool. Here there's a return there. It actually does 4 returns, and there's 3 supplies. Feed, feed, feed. Return, 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 return. So I am going to take this pipe right here, right? And I could cut it here. Oh, I wanted to sweat this out. But I was gonna sweat this out, spin this to meet that, but no bueno. Hey, we'll see. And I have, just waiting on that. Mike went to the shop, which is down the block. One more valve there, and then I'll do my returns. He also went to the shop because we forgot to get the threading equipment this morning, so we're gonna come up and point that away with my supply manifold. Peter, you know, a lot of the community, many in the community, think that I have no idea how to solder.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Look at that, let's hit. Too much heat, but nonetheless, getting that solder all the way in that joint. And when you apply the solder, I apply it opposite where the flame is. All right? Too much heat. See how it's still taking the solder? I put too much heat on there. It's all good though. And then we'll wipe that off with a damp cloth. Just gotta throw a little bit of flux on there just to clean it up a little bit. But then we wipe it off with a damp cloth, which are all over the floor right now. And then we'll be good. So, now that that's done, I'm gonna come from here, straight down to there. Have a nice day. All right. My 4 returns are done. Very nice. I sent Peter Pan to the truck to get the little white box. That's with my 1-inch valves. The little white box has the Webstone expansion tank isolation valve set up. You know, it's for the expansion tank and also takes the boiler feed in there. So I'm waiting for Peter Pan to bring that to me. And Mike went to the shop again. We forgot to get 3/8 threaded rod. We're gonna take a clevis hanger right here, and I will just clear this strip right there and hold up the circulators, the supply side. Looking pretty good. Electric, looking pretty cocky, but we'll work on that. I'm sure I'll do my magic and it'll look pretty. I'm positive. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. The old expansion tank is still in the ceiling. Peter Pan? Peter Pan, did you get lost?
I found 2 washers, but I think they're too small.
Just okay. Where's the little white box I asked you to get?
I give it to Mike.
You know where he did with it?
I think it's on the right of the boiler.
Okay.
He took the part out.
Is there anything you need me to do for you?
Yes, I need you to come here where we are putting in this Weil McLean CGA4 and save me from killing your brother. Or save your brother from me killing him.
Okay.
Thank you. You know why I say that, Peter Pan? Oh, people are gonna hate on me, by the way. And feel free to hate all you want. They're gonna comment I'm a horrible boss and I'm disrespecting you in public. Da, 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 da. But, what's that phrase I always say?
Special needs.
No, not that. Not you directly. I know your special needs, but what's the phrase I always say?
Good technician is aware of his surroundings.
Yes. I asked you to give me the shortest possible 3/4 inch nipple, right? And where did you go?
To the truck.
Why?
Because the nipple tray is in there.
Nipple tray's right there.
There's another nipple tray. Okay.
A good technician is observant of his surroundings. Are you aware? Is there a garden hose in here? Don't look.
There is, yeah. I
Okay.
brought it in.
Yeah, but you didn't put it back yet. See, but you know. But just take account of what's going on in here, because you would have saved time and money. If you want to save 15% or more in your car insurance, call Geico. What was the purpose of the nipple here?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
No, because we were going to point this way, and if there was a coupling.
Oh, okay.
I'm an equal opportunity roaster. You know, you'll get roasted too. Now look, Peter's holding back. Look at that. Good job, Peter. You know, and I'll call it like it is. I could have. Okay, good. Don't go crazy. Okay. I should have ordered a third 1-inch IPS. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't using my noggin. So now I got to put a 1x3/4 reducing coupling there, another nipple, and then I have the 3/4 IPS isolation flange. Put that right there. But it would have looked more tits, right? It would look a lot more tits if these were all the same.
Yeah.
But it's not now because I effed up. And just keeping it real. Sounds like what?
It's not going to be good news.
It's not gonna be good. What?
It sounds like it's not going to be good news.
Oh, what I have to tell you?
Yeah.
We have good news. Next week, we have a new employee.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Who one day might be your boss.
Really?
Really.
And Mike also has a new tenant.
And I also have a new tenant.
What do you mean a new tenant?
I have a new tenant.
Oh, the owner of the building?
No. So we have a new employee, right? Okay, I'm gonna give. Okay, let's play a game. Let's play a trivia. You ready for the trivia? Because I know you don't remember anything anyway. Next week, we will have a new employee. That's first fact. Second fact, he may be your boss one day. And third fact is he's moving into my house. Who is this employee?
His son.
Oh, he got it right the first time. Wow. Good job.
Which
Yeah.
one? In Israel?
Chris. No.
That's the one that you met?
No, you didn't meet him. He's the one who got thrown out of the Air Force for being a racist. you got to be politically correct these days. You know, otherwise you'll get canceled. All right.
Does he know of the field?
He's mechanically inclined. He can fix cars, and he can fix airplanes, which is more than what Peter knows. Well, he'll learn that. Okay, you got my piece? Yep. Excellent. So we got a clevis hanger there, and we're gonna put one here as well because I just want to put some more protection on here, and we'll tie it up there. And we forgot to put in the IFCs in these two circulators. Well, not we. I'll be held accountable for that. And we got to do that one more supply and the water. So Peter got the 1/2-inch press tray. We're going to manipulate this pipe to go there. What do we need to put in there, Peter Pan? Don't tell him, or I'll beat you with this 3/8 threaded rod.
Male adapter.
Okay, get a male adapter. So you got. Wait, no, where you going?
It's not the right size.
You didn't realize that? That's 3/4.
This is half.
That is half. He's learning. All right. Daniel, fresh and back from his vacation. How was vacation?
It's nice.
It was nice, very nice. You did a lot of kayaking, I heard, huh?
Yes.
Kayak. You like kayaking?
I do. It's probably the most fun thing I've ever done.
Teflon right there. The most fun thing you ever did? Excellent. Good stuff. Back to the grind. I may put you to work on Saturday.
To what?
It's gonna be 10 degrees on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
those are then emergencies come in, you know, like life or death. And then it's okay. Mike has his kids this weekend, so he'll be off. Practice some more of my soldering techniques. You see? And yes, you can do that. It slides right in there. And you don't have to, you have to lick it first with flux. Makes sense, right? We waste so much money on Amazon stuff, you don't know the half of it. We are doing the commissioning of this Weil McLean CGA 4, and we're doing a little show and tell. Little show and tell. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. Check this out. All right, there's Danielson's Veto TP XXL?
Sure.
Or the XL?
I don't know. Doesn't say what this is.
I have, what does it say in the front? Bottom.
It says swap.
XXL.
TPXXL.
Ah, there's his. Here's my original TPXL. And here's my brand new TPXXL, matches his. So we're just showing what we got in our tool bags, but we waste too much money on Amazon. And LGB, no, not LGB. No, that's Let's Go Bosch, correct, but FJB. F Jeff Bezos. Okay. I have to do one more video. And look at this, by the way. Look at this, guys. There it is. The HIK Micro B20 thermal imaging camera, which I am going to review. You know, it's actually, yeah, I guess I can give it to you. If I give this to you, you can put it in your Veto. I have my FLIR i7, right? And it'll go in my tool bag.
Your FLIR i7 will go in your tool bag?
It's a little bit, almost similar size as this, right? But what's in your Veto? Let's go see how the HIK Micro works. Oh, look at him. Say hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Let's look at the boiler piping, by the way. Very nice. It appears that everything is in Celsius. Or maybe I'm wrong. But it's nice.
For the van, in case, I don't know. Yeah.
So, there's the boiler. And there's the camera. Let's go check our heat output source. It's actually pretty good deal. $549 on Amazon. There'll be a link in the description box down below. Please use my link. I get a small commission when you buy on Amazon. All right, here's the basement convector that's tied off the first floor. Let's head on upstairs. Check our baseboards and convectors. This one is getting toasty. Very nice. Let's check the rest of the house. We have one right here, which, as you could see that outlet, by the way? The electric outlet? Look at all that, how much heat that thing's generating. So here, it looks like we need to bleed a little bit. Because it's hot down there, cold on top. See? So we gotta bleed that one. We also gotta bleed this one as well. We have one by the front door. Yep, we have to bleed all the radiators because all the air is on top of the radiator. And just the bottom is getting hot. Having the right tools for the job just makes the job that much easier and more productive. Make the best use of your time. $549 Amazon Prime. You can also get one. Unless it's much cheaper than the FLIR i7. Hate all you want, it works. And it works well. All right. We're using the Testo 320 combustion analyzer to start up and commission this boiler. It is 1:45. Here's our numbers so far. Are you... Oh, see, that's why. What do you wait for a week? You forgot how to do combustion test.
Even
halfway in the middle.
Even I know.
Even you know how to do that. Damn.
I do feel so dumb since being away.
Yeah.
I feel like dead.
You feel like really?
Like I feel how Calvin probably felt all the time.
Oh, yeah. Your brother's like that. Is Kelvin today? You're gonna be my new Kelvin. Do you want to be Kelvin?
No thanks.
Okay. You see these 3/8 nuts? Those go where the washers are. Okay.
Oh, you found the washers?
I ask him, I always ask him like one or two. I ask him for a Wago. You have 2 Wagos. He gives me like a handful, right? Always does that, right? So today, I sent him to the truck. Listen, I need 1 washer. Because I need to put a washer right there.
Oh, so
right?
level it?
Just 1 washer. And he's gone for a while. And I went to the truck, right? Because you were still in the truck when I found you. And he had 2 in his hand.
I wasn't confident they were the right ones, and I want to come down and get it.
Okay.
But
Okay. I'll give you credit. A couple more nipples. Here, want some hot black nipples?
There for that.
All right. We cleaned up the wiring a little bit. Let me tell you how we did the wiring. We have our 110 volts coming down along the gas pipe here, zip tied into the boiler vestibule. I have 2 connections there. My power it was going into this box. It's still going to the box, but I drilled another hole for a BX connector. Let me shine some light here so you can see. You know, there you go. So my upper one is voltage coming in. Again, from here, through the boiler vestibule into the box. The other one, right, this is our power going to my Weil McLean boiler control, also goes there. From here, I go to the Honeywell 3-zone switching relay. That is a beautiful switching relay. Look at it, every zone is illuminated. I got a thermostat call, I got pump call, power, boiler, and switch. A lot of lights. It's very nice. You don't need any screws to take this off. A flat screwdriver, turn this, and it comes right out. Very nice. Let's start with boiler supply. Here's boiler supplied water coming in. I have a Honeywell 1/2-inch backflow preventer here with a drip leg, of course. The Caleffi 1/2-inch pressure reducing valve with gauge. Very nice. I like to have redundancy. This little doohickey right here, this is by Webstone. This is their expansion tank isolation valve with drain. I have a nipple coupling, Webstone 1.25 IPS air separator. Top of the boiler, I have the Weil McLean temperature and pressure gauge, tridicator gauge coming up. And right behind that is that 1/2-inch tapping, another Caleffi automatic air vent. Comes across, we got Webstone, that's what I use, guys. 1-inch IPS circulated isolation flange, not rotating flange, as you can see. Right, this one is rotating. On the top, rotating flange, 1-inch press by purge, same here, 3/4 press by purge, and again, rotating flange on the top. My fittings complements of Viega. We have 1/2-inch, 3/4, and 1-inch press fittings here. Down below, this is our return side, 1-inch IPS valves, bowl valves there, with 1-inch press by male adapters. Here I did a little soldering work, right? We have a sweat bowl valve, 3/4, 3/4 by 1/2-inch sweat T through a nipple on here of copper, and the sweat on a 1/2-inch boiler drain. As you can see, sweat on right there. I did not use a female adapter. You know, we licked it with some flux first, shoved it in, soldered it. So we soldered it there. We also soldered up there as well. Oh, that looks like cocky.
You think that looks bad?
I think it looks bad, yeah.
Right.
I would put it maybe like right there, out of the way, or if anything, put it on an angle, you know, horizontally. You know, just on the bottom. And we're on the other side of the boiler. You know, you can reuse it. I'm not that cheap.
You're not that.
I'm not that cheap.
So reuse to get a new one.
You can get a new one unless you want to reuse it. You know, don't be. You know, I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap. You can use a new one if you want one.
You're not cheap. Oh.
I'm not cheap.
Yeah, but you're saying I'm not cheap.
I'm not cheap. Use another one if you want to.
You can reuse it.
Yeah. Some people are like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that shipping label from Uline. What are you doing? Like, come on, just reuse, you know, why waste 20 cents? I'm not a fucking cheap Jew. I spend the money.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I do. I definitely do. All right. Otherwise, you'd have like a 40 Econoline. 1979 40 Econoline cargo van. That would be nice. I think your old company has those, don't they?
They have all
Random stuff?
They buy and use.
Oh. Nice and pretty. So did you have fun in Florida?
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun, very nice. I'm jealous. But don't worry. I'm going there too.
Where are you going?
You know, it's unknown. Well, I have a couple things. Either I'm going to go to the Keys. You know, there's a place called Esmeralda Island. Or Isle on the way, Esmeralda Key on the way to Key West. I've been to Key West before, and I don't really feel like hanging out with the homosexuals on Duval Street, right? So, no hating, you know. Either I'm going to go to Esmeralda, I think it's what it's called, Esmeralda Key. There's a nice hotel there. Well, I'm thinking about going to the St. Regis in Puerto Rico. Just saying, you know. But not this week, but the following week.
Is that similar to Florida, Puerto Rico, like climate?
Yes, a little bit warmer. It's a hair warmer, not too far away.
It was like 60 degrees when I left.
Yeah, but you're like on like you're like on the same plane as like Palm Beach, but you're on the Gulf side. It was 60 degrees, really?
Yeah.
I wonder what the weather is in Miami. Let's look at what the weather's like in Miami right now.
It's pretty much across from Miami, I think. Or
You're more like the Keys, not the Keys, Palm Beach. Let's go to weather. All right, Miami, 76 degrees, partly cloudy, high of 76. All right, let's see what else is. Oh, it's Curacao, 81 degrees. Let's see what else we got. Daytona Beach. This is where my youngest son is coming from. Second youngest, sorry, 69.
So two sons live in
80
Florida?
degrees. Yeah, one is a car dealer. He owns a car dealership.
That's the
owns.
one that I met.
You met him. That's Connor.
Connor.
Yes, and we has his own YouTube channel, which he kind of gave up on. But I told him, listen, you can make a very successful YouTube channel and be cool at it. And the other one,
We're all the way down here.
yeah. Oh. All right, so yeah, that's Palm Beach or Miami. I don't know. Whatever. Miami's 76 degrees. You just saw there.
It was nice.
It's nice. I'm glad you had a good time.
Felt like it was like
Yeah.
2 days.
And I have to wait a whole year before we go on vacation again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You already had 2 vacations already in less than a year. You haven't been working here a year. 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah.
2 vacations in 6 months. You got it made.
And before coming here, I went to Florida.
Hold on, and you got a haircut?
No, I didn't get. It's just messy.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. It is almost 2 o'clock. It took a little bit longer than normal, primarily because we'll blame it on Peter.
And we were like looking at our tool bag.
Yeah, we were putzing around with our tools and our toys, you know. But
Since I've been here, it's been like taking our time.
yeah, it's in a basement, but it's all good. Yes, there's a chimney liner in there, and we're good. We just got to do a little cleanup here, put a little sticker, and have a nice day. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just want to show you something real quick. All right, and I don't like to talk bad about anyone else, but 11/21/2014, BR number 37, boiler info. Boiler has leaks at top of sections, advised to replace. Today is the 13th of January, 2022. And the day before yesterday, the Peerless boiler finally leaked water and required replacement. And replace we did. January 13th. He did it. 21. No, new install. 22, buddy. 22, Daniel. And if you're in our service territory, we're based in Valley Stream, New York, which is on Long Island on the border of Queens and Nassau County. We service the 5 towns, the Rockaway Peninsula, Rosedale, Springfield Gardens, Jamaica, Laurelton, St. Albans, and this little corner of Nassau County, which includes the 5 towns, Oceanside, Baldwin. That's about as far as we go, as far as normally east. And we also have Elmont, New Hyde Park, Belrose. Good stuff. So if we're in your service, if we are in your area, if you are in our service territory, we'd love to help you. 516-348-6300. My name is Mike Dyack, and I am the president and owner of the company, also known as Mikey Pipes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be well, God bless, stay safe.